Hi, Virgo, welcome back to your space. I hope you're feeling calm, grounded, and open to receive. Take a slow breath with me. Inhale deeply and exhale everything heavy you've been carrying. This message found you for a reason. And if something resonates, keep it close. If something doesn't, allow it to pass without forcing it. And if you feel called to support this channel, a like, a subscribe, an energetic exchange, it truly helps Virgo grow. Virgo, let me expose what's been hidden from you because the energy coming through right now is not accidental. Someone around you is acting distant intentionally, not because they don't care, but because they care more than they are willing to admit. I'm shuffling the deck slowly, deliberately, and the first card lands face up. As I show it to you, you see a figure standing with their back turned. Their shoulders are tense, their arms crossed tightly across the chest. The colors are muted, cold blues, grays, shadows everywhere, but behind them there is light, warm light, trying to reach them. Virgo, this card speaks of emotional withdrawal by choice. This person knows what they are doing. They are pulling away to regain control over emotions that feel overwhelming when they think of you. They are afraid of how deeply you affect them, afraid of losing the upper hand, afraid of vulnerability. Now, I pull another card and I hold it closer to the camera. You see a person sitting up at night, eyes open, staring into the darkness, swords floating around their head, sharp, restless. Each sword represents a thought they cannot silence. Virgo, they think about you when no one is watching, when distractions fade, when silence forces honesty. They replay conversations, they question their own actions. They feel guilt, confusion, longing. And here's where it gets deeper. The next card reveals a mask, a beautifully decorated mask, polished, convincing, but beneath it, a heart with visible cracks. This person shows strength, detachment, indifference, but emotionally, they are fragile. They hide because they do not trust their own emotions. Virgo, you awakened something real in them, something they buried long ago. Now look closely at this next card as I lay it down. Chains around a person's wrists, but notice the chains are loose. They could step free at any moment. This is self-imposed distance, self-sabotage, fear of intimacy. They believe pulling away protects them, but it only deepens their internal struggle. Now, Virgo, let's bring the focus back to you. I draw another card, and the energy shifts immediately. You see a figure standing firmly on solid ground. Earth tones, calm posture, steady eyes. This is your energy. You are becoming emotionally sovereign, no longer chasing clarity, no longer forcing answers. You feel when something is misaligned, and you are learning to trust that feeling. Another card joins it, a cup overflowing with light, spilling warmth, compassion, emotional depth. Virgo, you love deeply, but you are finally understanding that love must meet you halfway. Now the universe speaks clearly. The next card shows a lantern held high, a figure star, ending between two paths, one familiar, one unknown. This is a moment of choice. The guidance is subtle but firm. Do not overextend. Do not explain yourself into exhaustion. Do not fill the silence they created. Let their distance reveal the truth. Because here is what happens next. A communication card appears. A message, sudden, unexpected. When you stop chasing, they feel it energetically. They sense your withdrawal, your calm detachment, your regained power. That is when they reach out, not because they planned it, but because they can no longer ignore what they feel. And Virgo, one more card wants to be seen. Soft light, angelic tones, a gentle presence. The message is simple, yet powerful. You were never meant to shrink to be loved. You were never meant to wait in emotional confusion. What is aligned with you meets you in clarity, not distance. This situation is teaching you discernment, strengthening your intuition, reminding you of your worth. And the energy here is still unfolding. There is more beneath the surface, more that will reveal itself when the timing is right, Virgo. Stay with me here because the energy is getting quieter but much deeper now. I'm pulling another card slowly. And as I turn it over, the imagery is striking. You see two figures standing apart. There is space between them. Not empty, but charged. Threads of light still connect their hearts, even at a distance. Nothing has been cut, only stretched. This tells me something very important. The distance you feel is not disinterest. It is tension, unresolved emotion, unfinished business. This person didn't pull away because they stopped feeling. They pulled away because the feelings became too real, too fast, too intense. Now, another card slides out unexpectedly. I wasn't planning to pull it, but Spirit insists. A mirror appears in this image, and the person is staring at their own reflection, not seeing you, but seeing themselves through you. Virgo, you triggered self awareness in them. You forced them to confront parts of themselves they've been avoiding, old wounds, past failures, fears of not being enough. That is why they went quiet, because silence feels safer than honesty to them. Notice something else in the card. The mirror is cracked, but not broken, meaning their self image is shifting slowly, painfully. Now let's look at the emotional layer. I pull a card associated with the heart space. Soft colors, pinks, golds, gentle movement. This card speaks of regret, quiet regret, the kind that doesn't beg, the kind that sits in the chest late at night. They miss the way you understood them without forcing, the way you listened, the way you didn't demand explanations. Virgo, they felt seen by you, and that scared them because being seen means being accountable. Another card joins this, and this one is heavy, a figure carrying a burden. Too many responsibilities, too many expectations. This person is overwhelmed in their own life. They told themselves, I can't give what Virgo deserves right now. Instead of saying it out loud, they disappeared. But hear this clearly. Distance is not always rejection. Sometimes it is a void in eat. Now the focus shifts again back to you. A card of boundaries appears. Clear lines, firm ground, steady posture. You are learning something powerful here. You are learning that you do not have to chase clarity. What is meant for you will meet you in honesty. Another card supports this, a card of self-respect, of choosing peace over confusion. Virgo, the universe is asking you to pause, not to react, not to confront impulsively, but to observe, because observation reveals truth. And as you hold your ground, as you stay calm, centered, the energy around this connection begins to shift. I see movement coming, not forced, not dramatic, but intentional. There is hesitation, yes, but also courage building. This person is rehearsing words in their mind. They are weighing whether to speak, whether to risk vulnerability. And Virgo, your energy right now, it is magnetic without effort, powerful without noise. The more you choose yourself, the louder the silence becomes for them. There is more here, more layers, more messages waiting to surface. The cards are not done speaking yet. Virgo, take a slow breath with me, because the next energy coming through is subtle but extremely revealing. Another card slides out gently. The image shows someone standing at a crossroads. One path is familiar, worn, comfortable. The other is uncertain, illuminated, but intimidating. This is them. They know exactly where they stand with you, and they know the choice in front of them is real. What's important here is that the familiar path represents running, avoiding, repeating, ole, patterns. And the illuminated path, that's truth, accountability, emotional exposure. They are not distant because they don't care. They are distant because choosing you means choosing growth. Now, I'm guided to pull deeper into their thoughts. This card is darker, muted colors, shadows, a person lying awake at night, eyes open, mind racing. They replay conversations with you, moments they went silent, messages they typed, then deleted. Virgo, they are aware they mishandled this. Another card confirms it. I see an image of spilled words, scrolls falling from someone's hands, things that should have been said but weren't. This is regret without confession. Yet, but notice something powerful. The scrolls are still readable. Nothing is lost forever. Now, let's look at the deeper reason behind the distance. This next card shows armor. Heavy, protective, old. They learned long ago that vulnerability led to pain. So when emotions rise, they retreat. You didn't scare them away by doing something wrong. You scared them by being real. Virgo, your authenticity disrupted their emotional defenses. Now, I want you to hear this carefully. Another card reveals timing. A clock cracked, time distorted. This tells me the delay is not about if, it's about when they are fighting themselves right now, trying to decide if they are ready to show up differently, not just for you, but for themselves. And while this happens, your energy is changing too. A beautiful card emerges. Soft light, grounding colors, calm strength. You are stepping into emotional maturity. You are an longer willing to accept confusion disguised as mystery. Virgo, you are realizing something important. Love should not feel like anxiety. Connection should not require guessing. And this shift in you, it's felt deeply. Another card confirms it. I see a cord between two hearts, one end pulling, the other holding steady. You stopped chasing, and now the imbalance is obvious. That's when people feel the loss, not when you leave, but when you stop reaching. There is communication energy building, slow, careful, but intentional. Words are being rehearsed, apologies considered, explanations forming. But here's the part you need to know. Another card flips unexpectedly. This one is about choice. You may soon be faced with a decision. Do you accept words or do you require action? Virgo, your power lies in discernment now, and the cards are still unfolding because there is more beneath the surface, more truth waiting to rise. Virgo, as we gently close this reading, I want you to take one more deep breath and feel what this message awakened inside you. Because the final energy coming through is clear and calm. The last card shows balance, soft light, steady ground, a figure standing centered, no longer chasing, no longer waiting. This is you, whether this person steps forward with truth or remains caught in their own hesitation. You are no longer defined by their distance. You are protected. You are guided. And you are stepping into a version of yourself that knows their worth without needing validation. If they come back, it will be because they felt the shift. If they don't, it's because your path is rising beyond where they can follow. Either way, Virgo, you win. Trust your intuition. Trust the timing. and trust that whatever unfolds next is aligning you with peace, not confusion. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Thank you for being here, for listening, for feeling. If this message resonated, hold it close and know you are never alone on this journey. Stay in your light. Stay true to your heart. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye, Virgo.